Hello, once again, this is Dexter Donnell, the real estate guy. Today, what I want to do is I want to talk about your credit process. All right. So you can hit me up at Donnell 40 Acres. That's my IG. You can also hit me up at Dexter Donnell, which is my other IG. That's the investment side of the IG. Or you can come to my Facebook page as well and check me out there. Or you can also come into my IG, and if you have any questions, you can ask those as well, right? So, credit. A lot of times, people, kind of get caught up with credit, whenever they're getting ready to buy a house. And what I mean by that is, a lot of times people don't think they can, qualify for a house because of their credit, right? So, realistically, it's not as difficult as you think. I mean, as far as to, straighten all that out, when it comes to your credit. I know a lot of times people may hire people in order to do the credit for them, which is okay. But at the same time, you want to be careful who you hire, because if you bring someone in, and they charge you a payment, hey, it may be a situation, where that they're taking things off your credit. But if there are legit things that they're taking off your credit, those things may, just pop back on your credit. So a lot of times it's better, if they're taking things off your credit, is to remove, to actually pay for whatever needs to be paid for, or negotiate it, the payment or whatever that payment is. Because you want to make sure that if it's paid off and in good standings. That's what you want to have there, paid off and in good standings. So you want to be very careful, with who you're dealing with. In that way, because, they could clean your credit up, but if they clean it up, if the stuff is still there, then, it's kind of like defeating the purpose, right? Now, there's a lot of consumer credit, places out there too that really doesn't charge you that much. They're very cheap, they're kind of like consumer advocates, which they'll help you do a lot of the stuff for free. But some of the stuff they may charge, I guess it depends on, what they're trying to assist you in removing, from your credit, right? So you want to be able to have all your information in front of you. Obviously, you can get your credit reports for free. It doesn't really cost you anything to get it. Once a year, you are entitled, to get, free credit reports. So realistically, you can get those free credit reports and have a really good idea of what's on your credit, right? So, also too, you can do it yourself. I mean, you can dispute it yourself. You can just go in, find out who the creditors are, call the creditors, and make sure, just work out a deal with them. But never give them your bank accounts, never give them, your credit card numbers or anything like that, because there's credit places out there that's very unscrupulous. So therefore, they may take advantage of you, and take more money than what they promised. But you also want to make sure that they email you, some kind of letter stating if you pay off whatever you owe, that it's going to clear it up for you. A lot of times people pay it, but they still owe it, even after they pay it, because they never received anything in the mail, stating that it's going to be cleared up. Or in your email, I should say, too. You want to get something that says that they're going to do a certain thing for you whenever you pay that off. If they can remove it, that's cool. Hey, if they're saying that, hey, I'll just take it off your credit report, meaning it won't even exist if you pay it off, that'll be cool. Hey, but you just want to make sure that you get a letter stating that that's going to happen, right? So, you don't have to, pay for it. A lot of times people think they have to. Sometimes it may take 6 months or 7 months or longer. Depends on, how much damage you've done, to your credit, meaning how much you owe on your credit. If you have a little money that you can pay that off, then, hey, go ahead and pay that credit off. Get it done, get it over with, right? So you can get your score moving up. Also, too, if you have a credit card, make sure you keep that credit card 30% of its value or less at all times. Meaning if it's $1,000, you want to keep that credit card at $300 or less, right? Because if not, your debt to ratio is going to be way off. Okay, so you want to make sure you keep those cards really low. You want to pay them on time. You want to pay them before time. You want to consistently use them. But if you're going to use your card, make it really easy. Don't purchase something that you have to make long payments on. Purchase something that you can pay off like really fast. Because the quicker you pay it off, the more your score is going to go up. So like I said again, it's not that difficult. A lot of this stuff you can do yourself. Sometimes it may take a little time to get it done, but eventually it's going to get done. Then you want to make sure that you're in your job at least a couple of years, or you want to make sure you're in that field that you're in for at least a couple of years or so. Meaning that if you have a job within the same field that you've been in for years, you can move to another job, but you want to make sure you stay in that field, because when the bank looks at that, they're looking at consistency. So if you jump from one field to the next, that may cause an issue. Even though you make a lot of money, you want to, try to stay in that field. Now, even with the pandemic going on and things like that, you still can get a house. People still apply for a house and get it. So don't let that deter you from getting a house because of the pandemic and things like that. And also too, whenever you're talking to, us, about, you're interested in buying a house, don't, I always tell people, you never know what you're going to qualify for unless you actually talk to our LO, which is our loan officer. Because a lot of this stuff, you can't do on your own. Some of this stuff, I hear people say, well, I'm going to call you back and let me just kind of get this stuff, whatever I need to get straight. Well, first of all, we need to know exactly what needs to get straight first. You need a plan in place. If you don't have a plan, you're kind of wasting your time and you'll never get a house, right? So you want to have a plan in place, and we will be able to get that plan together for you, right? So as far as credit issues, you want to make sure you have, a down payment. FHA 3.5%, conventional normally 5%. I know FHA has programs set up, where they can probably eat some of those costs. But I always say, the more money you have, the better you're going to be, better off you're going to be. So you want to make sure that you save as much as you can, put back as much as you can, put all your money into the bank. I know some people like to put it under their mattress. Don't put it on your mattress. Okay, let me say that again. Don't put it under your mattress. Put it in the bank. You are insured up to $250,000. Matter of fact, I think you're insured up to $350,000. So, for instance, if something happens to your $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, then the bank is going to give your money back because it's insured. So, don't get worried, about putting your money in the bank. I'm not saying things don't happen with the banks and things like that. Obviously things do happen, but you're still, you'll be okay. It's going to be insured. You shouldn't have an issue with that. So you want to have as much assets as you have available to your disposal, because that's going to put you in a way better situation, right? So you want to save as much as you can. You want to aggressively fix your credit. Pay off things that you owe, doctor bills, little small $150 bills, cable bills, whatever bills you have that are small. Get rid of those things. Get a letter saying that they're going to remove it first, then pay it next, right? Remember what I said. Work out a deal. Once you work the deal out, tell them to send you an email stating that they're going to do what you guys agreed on. Just keep that email just in case they don't do what they say. Pay it off, move on to the next one, and get rid of it and get you a house, right? That's the goal, right? So basically, like I said again, you can get in contact with myself and Lyric at Donnell 40 Acres. That's Donnell 40 Acres, right? You can also hit me up on Facebook. You can leave a message in my messenger about any questions that you have. You can also give me a call at 480-788-3543. That's 480-788-3543. Also, too, just remember, we also list houses as well. If you know someone that's looking to sell, we'll also help them as well. Doesn't matter the situation. It could be a tax situation, could be a notice of default situation. Could be a probate situation. Even if the probate is not worked out yet, I mean, that's something, that we can work out as well. Just give me a call and let me see exactly what's going on with your situation. We would love to help you. We would love to be excited for you to get that house. Trust me, I get really excited, when my clients are able to get that house and they're able to move into that house. Hey, that's exciting for me. I want you guys to win. That's the whole point. I want you guys to win, because if you're not winning, I mean, that's not cool. You want to win. You want to have your own house. You want to be able to move into it. You want to be able to pull into it. You want to be able to do whatever you want to do because it's your property, right? Ownership is wealth. Remember, ownership is wealth, right? So, hey, if you have any other questions, like I said, hit me up at Donnell 40 Acres. That's my IG, Donnell 40 Acres. Or you can hit me up at Dexter Donnell also, which is my other IG on Facebook. Or give me a call at 480-788-3543. Also, again, you'll get me or either Lyric. And hey, hope all is well. Take care. It's a beautiful day today. And hey, may the Lord be with you. Take care. Bye-bye.